United Artists Channel 63 presents the United Artists Sports High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Tonight from Troy Athens High School, it's the Clarkston Wolves taking on the Troy Athens Redhawks. Good evening, everyone. Dave Zorin along with Joe Abramson here at Troy Athens High School. And Joe, tonight we're going to see two similar styles of basketball. Not really tall teams, but they can run the ball very well.
Right, guard-oriented teams, a lot of fast plays. Little guys will be the big difference in this game. Obviously, the biggest name in this game, Dugan Fife from Clarkston, leading scorer in Oakland County at about 30 points a game, Mr. Basketball candidate, and already signed a scholarship letter to go to the University of Michigan next year. From Athens, look for Phil Thomas to be the leader for them.
Okay, we'll be back with the tip-off of tonight's game right after these messages. Stay tuned.
I'm a counselor, and I've worked with teenagers for 12 years. Along with their friends, they're making tough choices every day, like whether to drink or smoke or experiment with sex. I've learned that for them, the key to dealing with peer pressure is self-confidence. Parents can do more than anyone else to build that confidence and make sure they don't smoke. Here are some of the ways you can help. Show interest in their activities, compliment their achievements, whether they're on the first team or the third string. Respect their individuality, their need for independence. Help them set realistic goals. And when things go wrong, avoid personal criticism. Focus on the problem instead. Show your teenagers you love and respect them. It's one important way you can strengthen them to help make the right decisions.
Everybody needs help talking to their kids sometimes. Call for your free booklet on how parents can talk to their teenagers about smoking and other tough issues. The Family Course Consortium believes smoking shouldn't be a part of growing up.
Welcome back to Troy Athens High School, where the Redhawks host the Clarkston Wolves. And I'll tell you, Joe, if anybody can get this team excited for this game, it's got to be this announcer here at Troy Athens, huh?
This guy does everything.
Seems like, yeah, he did the national anthem. The records as we go into this game. Clarkston 9-0 in the league, 16-2 overall, and of course the dangerous Dugan Fife. On the other side, Troy Athens 4-10 in the league, 6-13 overall. And as we said in the open, two teams with similar styles, Joe.
Yeah, very guard-oriented. Clarkston starting the three guards. Athens, even with the bad record, though, they did upset Troy, which is one of the better teams. Clarkston, however, ranked number 2 in all of Oakland County behind only West Bloomfield, and they're probably really 1 and 1A. There you see the starting lineups.
And the starting lineups: Halloran, Fedio, Smith, Fife, and Winemko. Martin, Thomas, Gargolinski, Ermiger, and Rabovsky for Troy Athens.
And Thomas, the leading scorer for Athens, going to have to score probably about 30 tonight. With Clarkston, you look at guys like Winemko, Fedio, Fife. A lot of guys, football players as well. They're tough. They can play basketball. Luke Fedio's dad, Mike, former coach at Lasser High School. There you see Dan Fife, who is Dugan Fife's father, a former player at University of Michigan, now coaching 2 of his sons. In fact, Jeremy Fife, a freshman, getting a little bit of playing time here at Clarkston.
Yeah, talking to Dan Fife before the game, he said it's been tough coaching his son as he prepares him for college and going to his alma mater of all places. There we see John Kroll, the head coach of the Troy Athens Redhawks.
Well, you know, you think going back to coaching his own son, you figure even when you're in Little League, people always get on the coach's kid. You can imagine how much tougher it's got to be for both the coach and the kid when they get into the high school level. And when we mentioned Dugan Fife, University of Michigan only had 1 available scholarship this year, and we're so impressed with him that they signed him before the season started. And he must mean a lot to him because Steve Fisher's in the audience tonight.
Steve Fisher will be here. We'll get a shot of him and talk to him at halftime. Redhawks come up with the ball on a tip-off, but can't do anything offensively, and the Wolves come down now on the turnover. David Smith working the backcourt. Winemko and Fife with the ball now. Fife back out to Smith. Smith working the perimeter. And from outside, it is short. Hits the front of the rim and goes out of bounds. Winemko's shot will go back now to the Wolves. Halloran will inbound for Clarkston. Halloran up top to Winemko. Here's Dugan Fife on the move. Back out. Good defense by Athens so far. In the paint. Fedio. His shot is off, and the Redhawks come down with it. Fedio, excuse me. Hawks come back, driving the lane. Good drive, and it just won't fall. Number 54, Hrabowski. Hrabowski getting the start tonight. They have started in the last 3 or 4 games. Brian Schiller, who is a sophomore, and scored 17 points in his game against Lasser.
We saw Sean Halloran get the rebound there. That's pretty much his role. But, they run everything around the guards, but he's got to be out there being the biggest guy out there, getting the rebounds, setting the picks, doing all the dirty work.
Good passing by Clarkston, trying to find the open man, and good pressure now put on by the Redhawks. They are up for this game. But Clarkston, a big game tomorrow night for them against Pontiac Northern. From outside to Smith. Wouldn't go, and the Redhawks come back. We're scoreless still. 6:20 left in the first quarter.
And if it keeps going that way for Athens, pretty much where they want to be, keeping it close, even if they haven't scored. With Clarkston, if they have any more trouble scoring, look for Clay to kind of take over for at least a little while.
Good hustle there by Winemko, and he is called for the foul.
Winemko, an all-state wide receiver at Clarkston. In fact, rated the second best wide receiver in all of Oakland County. You should see a little bit of that football hustle coming up, trying to get the loose ball in a second here.
Both teams with good football backgrounds, good athletes. You're going to see that kind of hustle from both teams. Redhawks finally come up with it. It is short, and that's got to get the butterflies out of the stomach this time.
Redhawks, so coming up with every rebound. Now they throw it away, they get a backcourt violation. Good hustle, though, by the Redhawks underneath. The shots aren't going, but they're scrapping, knocking the ball away, making other people get the rebounds. If they can't get it themselves. Keeping the ball out of the Clarkston people's hands and not allowing them to get on a fast break.
Saw one of the scrappy players there, Hrabowski, number 54, a guard. From outside, Fife, he is short. Rebound taken by Winemko, excuse me. And a whistle right away. The foul on Hrabowski.
One thing you got to watch is to see Dugan Fife taking his first shot of the game. With Clarkston, they have to play tomorrow night against Pontiac Northern for the league title. So certain guys like Fife, Dio, Winemko, they might not play as much tonight as they normally would, just because you got to keep them fresh.
Strong rebound by Winemko. Fife back out to Smith. Fife in three-point range, guarded very closely. They got to give credit to the Redhawks so far. They have been swarming on defense.
There's always 2 guys right where Fife is, especially when he's got the ball. See, he's trying to go right. He's double-teamed already.
In talking to Coach John Kroll, he said he's going to change up. He's going to have one guy guard him and then rotate if one guy's going to get too tired on Fife.
Video with a good rebound and good hustle there.
Fife in the paint, dishes off, unexpected pass to Halloran, and another quick whistle.
And another great save by Fedio. 2 of them in one possession, and they're going to have the foul called there, I believe, on Athens.
Foul on Athens.
Previous to that, I think Halloran just wasn't ready. Fife made a great no-look pass, and he just wasn't ready for it.
Halloran will inbound for Clarkston. The Wolves and the Redhawks, no score yet. We're at 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Clarkston feeling the pressure of a big game tomorrow night, and the Redhawks up to the challenge tonight. Ball loose, and again, winds up in the hands of the Wolves. From outside, Dugan Fife off balance. And that was short.
Kind of forced that one, but again, they haven't scored yet. And neither has Athens, but Clarkston just not getting it going, and Fife is probably going to try to take over a little bit. It looks like he's trying right there.
Yeah.
Great
nice pass inside in the paint, knocked away, and on the line was Winemko. You can see the 2 similar styles of these 2 teams. They match up very well so far.
Well, Phil Thomas made all the confusion there, and then Winemko saved it, but it was on the end line as it happened. great defense by Athens right now, and Clarkston as well playing good defense. And obviously, you see that was no score. There's a turnover. This could be Clarkston's best shot at finally getting on the board.
4:20 left in the first quarter. Dave Zorn and Joe Abramson with you from Troy Athens High School with the Clarkston Wolves. And Dugan Fife. Fife from three-point range. It is short. Rebound and a whistle underneath.
Not finding his range right now, but I think there was a foul on that rebound. Looked like Gargalinski got the rebound, but they're going to call a push on him. They did.
Take a look. Underneath. A shot from outside by Fife.
Yeah, you watch Gargalinski goes in for the rebound. Somewhere he pushed off, probably on video.
Substitution coming in. Going out is Gargalinski. Coming in is number 24, Aaron Belanger.
Dugan Fife averages 29.8 points per game. His team averages 73 points a game, and they've got 0 halfway through the first quarter.
So you got to give credit to Athens right now. Ball goes off
his foot
of the leg of the Wolves, and when Emco loses it.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Clarkston, second in all of Oakland County. Second to the team they play tomorrow night, Pontiac Northern, in offense, and fourth in defense, giving up an average of 49.9 points a game. The defense is staying true right now.
Both teams sloppy so far. There's the first bucket of the game. Will Erminger for 2 points, and finally we break the seal here. 2-0 Redhawks.
Okay, right now you can see Fife try to drive there.
From outside, this one's short again.
That should be a foul. Well, they're going to call it over the back on Athens. I wasn't sure if Fife pushed him or not. You could have called that either way. But
let's take a look underneath.
Now watch, Fife drives, brings 3 guys to him. There should be open men with wide open shots there, and Fidio was, one off the front of the rim. Fife gets between 2 Athens guys. That was a good call over the back. He hit him.
Clarkston coming back now. Baseline and a push with the body. Call on Belanger. And a quick whistle. 2-0 the score.
Right now, every foul call is going against Athens. That could change. 6 fouls right now are 6-1. The refs will notice that, and every ref, they swear they don't do this, but they even it out.
Try not to, huh? It'll count, and he'll go to the line. There you go.
There's your horse move right there.
Let's take a look. Dugan Fife in action, right down on the court.
They're going to get the ball to him on the right wing. Takes it into the key, gets the contact right there. Triple teamed again, just flung it off the glass. We got a tie game at 2-2.
Right, puts him ahead with his 3rd points, and it's 3-2 now. 3:25 left in the first quarter. Pressure put on now by the Wolves.
Defense there by Fife. Knocked it off Thomas. Knocked it away from Thomas off Fife, but good defense again. One of the things that you like to see, though, a guy that's that great of an offensive player going back and playing the other end of the floor as well.
Also into the game for the Redhawks, number 22, Steve Daly.
Checking in now, number 22, Steve Dady.
Well, you see all these substitutions, as you mentioned earlier. They've got to keep people fresh in there so they can play the kind of defense that they're playing right now.
Whistle again. A lot of stoppage of play so far. See, Clarkston, primarily an outside shooting team. That's what we've seen so far.
Yeah,
Joe.
and they're not going in tonight, so they might have to start driving, getting the ball inside. See number 10 coming in right there, Jeremy Fife, Dugan's little brother. He's a freshman. Doing a pretty good job on the varsity.
Not the height that Dugan has.
He could grow.
But he can grow as a freshman. Ball back over. Cross court, and now Athens will set up here. 3:10 left in the first quarter. Off the glass and in. Erminger has all 4 points for Athens, and it's 4-3. Five double teamed now. Trying to find the open man. Good defensive pressure by the Redhawks. But how long can they keep it up? That's the question. Fife, nice move on the baseline. Finds an open man, Halloran, and the ball goes loose.
Well, you know, you don't want to overstate what a guy just did, but that looked a lot like what Michael Jordan does when he gets the ball baseline extended. Took two guys underneath, brought the double team to him, and dumps the pass off. If you watch the Chicago Bulls, 44 right there, Halloran. That's Bill Cartwright or Horace Grant taking the pass.
I don't think a lot of Detroit fans would appreciate you comparing it. There we see head coach Dan Fife. Big game for him tomorrow night, too. Jay down the court to Thomas. No.
Good hustle by Thomas. Got his own rebound. I don't think he realized that he was fighting his own teammate for the rebound because he's just hustling, but kept with the ball and got it in.
And it's 6-3 now. Ball back out to Fife. Fife tries to make his move and an offensive foul. Wait, no.
That's just the fact that you're so worried about a guy as explosive as Fife that you can't help but foul him. And now they're going to make him earn it at the line as they're already in the bonus.
Let's take a look. Fife on the drive and covering him, Dady.
See, Dady's got him. Doesn't fall for the fake.
There it is.
But bodies him right there on the pass off. There was contact.
With his arm, he just kind of interlocked the arms almost.
Yeah.
Fife hits. And he, again, has all 4 points for the Wolves. Now 5, 6-5 now.
Oh,
Redhawks push it up quickly for 2.
Erminger averaging only 4.7 points a game. Got 4 already.
Has 6 already, 6 of the 8. And it's Erminger and Fife going back and forth. Pressure, full court put on by Clarkston. Now the trap in the corner on the side. Here's the pass underneath and a foul.
They got the foul there on Winemko. Pump faked him, got him to hit him. Should get 2 shots out of that.
Let's take a look.
See, Belanger, I believe it was, got the ball underneath. There he is. Comes underneath, pump fakes. Winemko gets him on the arm. Great call. 2 shots.
Substitution coming in. Back in is Dave Smith for the Wolves. Jeremy Fife still in there, number 10. And Nick Shires, number 5, also in there. Hitting at the line, Belanger on his first attempt. 1:42 left in the first quarter.
Belanger is 61% free throw shooter. Not bad, it's about average for high school.
Good man off the bench, too. Comes up with 2 from the line, makes it 10-7. Fife continues to be double teamed. That means someone's got to be open. They're going to find the open man. And it's probably on the other side of the court. Finally get it over there. Fife on the move. Back across. Driving Jeremy Fife from outside for 3 points. No. Halloran with the rebound.
Again, Halloran just waiting under there for the missed shots and getting it. Hey, Jeremy Fife's making some nice passes out there.
Loose ball and on the line, I guess. Athens loses it. Back to Clarkston. Let's take a look underneath. What happened here?
Watch Jeremy Fife come underneath. Brings the guys to him. Now, again, good defense there. But Athens was out of bounds. While we're watching that replay, Clarkston turned the ball over. Athens ball.
So Athens will get it back now with 1 minute left. Erminger from outside. Puts it up
There's a stoppage of play. I think it was Dady was limping or something. The referee just wanted to make sure he was all right. Guess everything was fine. Play resumes.
There's your score, 12-7. 40 seconds left and counting down. Looks like Clarkston wants the last shot here. But, they may take one early if it's open.
Yeah, you got to think as explosive as they are, you might as well go for it if you get it. And now they turn it over anyway.
And the Redhawks may lose it.
And they got it back. Almost could have gotten a foul call there.
underneath.
Thomas playing a great game so far. Letting the offense come to him. He is the leading scorer, but he's not forcing anything. He's doing a great job.
Fife, right before the buzzer, it's short. And this one before the buzzer.
Yeah, I don't think Fife was aware of the clock because he pulled up for about an NBA three-point shot with 5 seconds left. That allowed Athens to have another chance. But quarter ends, but Athens has doubled up on Clarkston.
And you can tell the fans are excited here. They know. There it is. And the clock had already gone off.
Yeah, good hustle by Erminger there, but
Erminger, number 32, our leading scorer right now with a total of 8 points in that first quarter, 8 of the 14 for the Redhawks.
yeah, I'm sure if you asked anybody who would be leading scorer after the first quarter, wouldn't have been anybody from Athens. It would have been number 11 from Clarkston.
And Dugan Fife has all of the 7 points so far for Clarkston. Don't forget to tune in to the Roadshow video. That's Saturday and Monday at 9 p.m. right after the basketball game, so stay tuned for that. Right here on United Artists 63.
One thing you got to look at, not only if you were to figure this out over 4 quarters, is Clarkston below the scoring average, but defensively they're giving up more than they would. See,
Got some competition here, Joe.
yeah, Channel 7 out here. Everybody wants to see the Mr. Basketball candidate.
They're getting ready to start the second quarter now. 14-7. The Redhawks doing a great job swarming on Dugan Fife, and really he's got 7 points, but really shutting down the offense of Clarkston so far.
Well,
the question is, how long can they keep it up?
Right, well, Clarkston, we mentioned, an outside shooting team. Eventually they're going to start falling. Or at least you would think.
Fife in the paint, a lot of traffic, couldn't get a real good shot off. And Halloran loses it. Halloran in the paint.
I tell you, Fife has the first 2 points scored by anybody but Fife. And I guess you'd say he's been their MVP so far in this game, but I might go with Halloran for the way he's hustled.
They need Halloran in there to score some points. He has really been unselfish and dished the ball off.
Right now, Clarkston's shooting 12%. Yeah, and Halloran's getting every loose ball, every rebound, setting the picks. He's allowing a lot of things to happen. And they've got to get everybody involved like that. Athens, by the way, shooting 46%.
Big difference in shooting percentages, 14-9 the score, but Clarkston still very much in it. It's not a blowout in any way.
Good steal there by Fife.
Here comes Fife. Trying to stop him. Open is Halloran, and that's the guy.
Great pass.
We talked about, Joe, that's going to take over now. He better.
Right. And Fife doing a good job of not being selfish, passing the ball, and should be able to pass the ball. He was the #1 quarterback in Oakland County this year.
And that will open up a lot of things for Fife. If he can get Halloran open, they've got to think about Halloran then.
Absolutely, and he is not one of their second or third or fourth offensive threats. You think of Fidio and Winemko and Wiley before you think of Halloran.
From outside, the Redhawks can. It goes off of Clarkston. Redhawks get it back.
And they just weren't able to control the ball when they got the rebound.
Checking in, number 45 for Clarkston, Jeremy Burke, the forward. So some more size getting in there. And Burke checks in for Halloran. Rebound. Taken by Belanger, puts it up. No, Thomas didn't handle it either.
Every loose ball, every tipped ball ends up in Athens' hands, and that's, I thought that would be a foul.
That would definitely be a foul.
Jeremy Fife just rolled Ryan Fox on the three-point attempt, and the ref just made it up right there.
Ball right there.
Although it's not a true makeup, because with the three-point miss, he would have got 3 free throws. As it is, he'll get 2. But the ref knows he owed him that. That was one of the worst misses you'll ever see. Don't want to overdo it with the ref, but.
And this one isn't a shooting foul either, so no one's going to the line.
Okay.
Take it out underneath. Although Clarkston is in the bonus situation, so Clarkston will go to the line. But,
Athens would put it. Yeah, you're right. I still thought he was shooting.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
Good steal by Fidio.
Pass forced and stolen by Clarkston. Here come the Wolves. Dugan Fife for 3. Still hasn't got the touch from outside. Inside, working hard, though. Number 25, Luke Fidio with his first 2 points.
Luke Fidio might mention the 40th leading scorer in Oakland County at 13.1, overshadowed, obviously, by Fife. Talk about your NBA threes.
That's an NBA three.
Wow, Fox with that one.
Steal. And then stolen back.
Jeremy Fife.
Jeremy Fife will not quit.
Kids all over the place.
The freshman.
Of course, you're a freshman and you're on varsity and you're the only freshman on the varsity. You got to prove to your teammates, even if you are the coach's son, that you belong there. And sometimes you got to hustle more than everybody else does, and that's what he's doing right now.
And he matches up very good against the quick guards of Athens. Let's take a look.
And we see on the inbound.
Another time.
Well, on the inbound, he got a foul right there, trying to steal the ball again. And he's definitely hustling. It was in the paper, in the open press. In fact, Jeremy, a freshman, has already gotten some recruiting letters from Big Ten schools and not Michigan, which was the big surprise.
I think he may go to state.
Minnesota was the one that sent him the letter. That doesn't mean he's going anywhere.
Yeah, Minnesota also picked up another big guy from the Detroit area that helped beat
Sean Leonard. Minnesota over the years, though. They had Willie Burton before that. They recruit a lot in this area. You see, we were talking, Fox got a foul there.
John Kroll.
And that should send Clarkston to the line shooting the 1-and-1, as you had mentioned. They're in the bonus.
Yeah, they're in the bonus, and now John Kroll's got to think about things a little bit. Dan Fife, his team coming back now, 14-13. They were down at one point, 14-7.
Yeah, 6-0 right now in the second quarter for Clarkston.
Smith gets his first from the line and ties up the game.
Yeah, Clarkston, one of the better foul shooting teams in Oakland County as well. Usually up around 60-65% for the team, which is usually good because in high school you always have somebody shooting 30%. So to have your team up that high is pretty good.
Clarkston takes the lead for the first time in the game. 15-14. Inside, good passing by Athens. Thomas open, couldn't miss the little one, and he did.
I'll tell you, give Pagoda a lot of credit, though, for a great pass underneath for Thomas. That should be a foul
over the top, yes.
Yeah.
Number 45 coming in there, and that was Burke, Jeremy Burke, who just came in for Halloran.
Yeah, he definitely came over the back, bumped him, and now both teams in the bonus, so Athens will get the one. Video driving, pulls up, short baseline jumper. And you'll see Burke come in right there over Thomas's back, and actually over Pagoda's back as well. And Pagoda's going to be the guy at the line.
Pagoda at the line, hits, and we get another one.
That ties the game up, and Erminger comes back in. He was the spark plug in the first quarter for Athens.
8 points for him, leading all scorers. And leading right now, too. Fife right behind him with 7. And Pagoda hits both. First 2 points for the Redhawks in this quarter.
And right now,
16-15.
Nobody's missed a free throw yet. Athens 4 for 4, Clarkston 5 of 5. Another rarity in high school.
Let's take a look.
You see Jeremy Fife pulls up, little stutter, drives inside, and they got the foul right there, number 14, Mike Johnson. On the pass off, and Jeremy Fife will be at the free throw line.
And Jeremy, the freshman, next time when he's a junior and senior, he may try to throw that one up instead of trying to pass off when he gets fouled.
Yeah, bad looking free throw that time, but
it's the first one missed.
By either team.
By either team. Still 16-15. Redhawk lead. Dishing off. Thomas this time. Thomas will not miss.
Mike Johnson with a great pass there.
Phil Thomas, 6 points now.
Okay, the whole defense bought it that Johnson was going to shoot it, and he just dumped it over their heads to Thomas. He had the easy layup.
Cross-court pass to Smith. Back out up top. Fife now in the paint. Back out Smith. Open down on the baseline. And for 2 is Fidio. Fidio out there in three-point range, but just missed it. And he got the 2, though.
Yeah, about a step inside.
Good pressure by the Wolves. Erminger dishes off. Thomas gets another one.
That guy's had so many offensive rebounds, keeps following it up. One thing, when you play the kind of defense that Clarkston is real aggressive going after the ball, you're going to end up with a numbers problem if the defense doesn't work. And that's what's happening with Athens. They're getting a lot of 4-on-3s, 3-on-2 situations.
Fife double team, found the open man. Now back out. This is for three. Short. Over the top again, and it's on Burke. Jeremy Burke again over the top.
Yes.
Dan Fife not happy with that one.
He brought Fidio over, and he's not happy with something he did, but that was Smith who missed the shot. Again, Burke over the back, and I believe Pagoda's going to go to the line again.
John Kroll happy staying in this one. 2017, his team leads. Now back out. Here's White with the shot.
This is the kind of
Smith,
game,
excuse me.
See Smith missing the shot, and again, Burke over the back. It's the kind of game Athens needs. If they could win this, you go into the districts with a little momentum, feeling a little bit better about your season, even if you don't have a winning record. And see, making the free throws. You know, they play Troy next week in the first round of districts. They did upset Troy early in the year, so you know Troy's got revenge on their minds. Athens needs this kind of momentum.
4 for 4 from the line for him, and it's 22-17. And the Redhawks have not missed from the free throw line. That has helped them.
Another thing, 10 offensive rebounds has helped them a lot too.
Again, both teams not with much size, much outside shooting teams. Fife off balance as he's been most of the night. The Redhawks making him force a lot of shots. Redhawks. Pagoda inside to Thomas quickly. Now he's got 4 men around him.
Gets another offensive rebound.
Off, and he's going to get another one. And he puts it down. Phil Thomas.
11 offensive rebounds now for Athens. Another great putback by Thomas. Clarkston's going to take the timeout, and they need it.
Phil Thomas says, "Hey, Steve Fisher, look at me."
Tell you, the first guy Dan Fife talks to is his son Dugan. I think he's telling him he's forcing things. One thing you might have to wonder, with Steve Fisher being in the building, is that affecting Dugan Fife at all?
Yeah, could be. There's John Kroll. He's got to have a happy huddle right now. Let's go down and see what he's got to say. High school basketball playoffs right here, still to come on United Artists 63. Saturdays and Mondays right here at 7 p.m. on United Artists 63. Steve Fisher, U of M basketball coach, here to check out one of his recruits, Dugan Fife. And Dugan forcing a lot of shots here.
He's watching Clarkston as a team shoot 12%. Normally Athens 37% you think would be pretty bad, but compared to 12, that's why they're in the lead. That and the offensive rebounds.
And stay tuned at halftime. Steve Fisher will be our guest as we talk to him about his plans for Dugan Fife at U of M. And one thing Dugan won't have to do is change the color of his uniform.
Barely changed his team nickname.
Yeah, really. Fife in the paint, puts it up, and
he said both shot. Ref was waving that off. They're going to call a 1-and-1 situation.
Fife has hit 3 of 3 from the line, 2 field goals for his 7 points.
Kid, he's explosive. You watch. You're going to get the ball to him. He's just going to take him off one step right into the key. You know everyone's watching him anyway. Still gets the foul for the shot. Going to get the 1-and-1. Should mention too, Fife, one of I believe only 3 players in the state of Michigan that was invited to the Nike basketball camp last summer. That's for the 125 best high school players in the country.
So an elite group.
Right, the other 2, Kenyon Murray from Battle Creek and Paul Grant from Brother Rice.
And that is why he's a part of that elite group. 5 of 5 from the free throw line.
That's why he's Mr. Basketball candidate.
That's right. Score 24-19. Halftime is going to be interesting because you know some adjustments are going to be made by the Wolves. They are not usually in it. From the baseline, off the bench, Steve Dady for 2.
Halloran took a shot in the mouth. He's bleeding. And they're going to take him in the locker room right away.
Halloran will go into the locker room. There you see him. And you can see where he was hit in the mouth. He is bleeding.
They can't afford to lose him either.
No, we were talking he would be a key player. Let's take a look and see where he got it. Probably with an elbow or a shoulder going up. Coming down.
Can't tell yet.
Or probably he had it before that.
Must have.
Like. Yes. Looked like he had it before that. So he didn't get hit there.
And you see them wiping up the blood off the floor.
26-19, if you would have asked anybody here, except maybe some Redhawks fans, this is not a prediction that most people would have had. Yeah, the foul, or rather, Halloran was hit earlier, you can see. It did not happen on that play.
Yeah.
We don't know when it happened.
Obviously, because they're piping blood all over the floor.
Because it's on the far side of the court.
Yeah.
So it obviously happened before the play. The Wolves against the Redhawks. The Redhawks on top right now, 26-19. John Kroll gets a chance to talk to his team now. And right now, a break for Dan Fife. He gets to talk to his team.
Yeah, it's a free timeout for both teams. I don't know who it helps more, who it hurts more. Obviously, Clarkston, if Halloran's out for any period of time in this game, that hurts them. See them still wiping the blood off.
I think it happened right around midcourt. That's where the initial contact. Don't forget to tune in for Transition Saturday at 10 p.m. right here on United Artists 63 with your host, Jeff Miller. It will open your mind, so tune in for that.
See a good shot of Dugan Fife and his father. Dan Fife, State Class A Coach of the Year last season. And we mentioned earlier, Dugan Fife, All-State quarterback, Dream Team quarterback in Oakland County. A lot of people think he's even better at football than he is at basketball, to take nothing away from his basketball ability.
So maybe if he does go to Michigan,
yeah, you can always.
We saw Channel 7 earlier. Now we have got some more competition. Boy, Joe, we better make sure we have our jobs next year. And it'll go down.
Dugan Fife.
Dugan Fife with his first field goal of the second quarter.
Yeah, nice
26-21 now.
Got the friendly rim.
So the break could help the Wolves here. Mike Johnson guarded up top by Smith. Ball goes out and a turnover. Clarkston will get it. And a chance to pull to within 3. Excuse me, 2. If they get the 3-pointer. And they are an outside shooting team. Here's Fife.
Oh, you got contact on that.
Yeah.
They didn't call that now a turnover.
A rugged game. Ball loose. And a foul. Just as
a foul on the pass off before that shot, but they're going to go to the line where they're 7 for 7.
Let's see, just as Mike Johnson here passes off, he gets fouled. Let's take a look. It's in the paint here. There's Johnson, and he'll pass off and he got fouled.
Good call.
Johnson off the bench, no scoring yet from him. What's this one?
You know, this team,
incredible. The Redhawks have not missed one yet.
And on the season,
we don't want to jinx them either.
Yeah, they're 55% on the season. They're not. They're not a
Tell me they're not fired up for this game.
Yeah. Wow. Of course, you're catching. We did jinx them, but
ball loose. Redhawks get it back.
What have they been doing all day? Offensive rebounds.
And no foul call.
But they're going to give them the ball.
They'll get the ball back.
I don't know how. Oh well, I guess you take it.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought Athens had it when they went out of bounds.
Yeah. Well,
there's Fife, and the Redhawks get it back. So a big miss by Johnson, but it turns out great for the Redhawks as they get it back and they get 3 points out of it.
That's one thing we should mention too. They're facing Clarkston, who obviously this is not the big game on their mind. That's a great chance for Athens to take advantage of it. Not going to count that basketball.
No, they got it to go, but he was traveling before the shot, so it won't count.
Pagoda again, I believe. Halloran just came back to the bench with an ice pack.
What he's going to do, trying to see what he's going to put it up on his cheek.
He's got up on the jaw, so not ready to come back in just yet.
44 seconds, counting down. You can see the clock. Fife triple teamed as he goes to the baseline. Cross-court pass, someone's open. Good move, and putting it down is Nick Shires. Shires off the bench for 2.
And Dugan Fife with the steal.
Big steal, could add to another 2. Free ball, 3 Clarkston players went up for it. Couldn't get it, and a foul on Fife now. And listen to the Redhawk fans.
That's just a hustle foul. Going for the loose ball, knocked the guy over. Good call, he did foul him.
20 seconds left on the clock. John Kroll got to be happy about the play of his team. Checking in is number 23, Chris Combs for Clarkston. At the line, Steve Dady. Dady with 2 points on the night. Junior. 27-23 the score.
Dady, a 62% foul shooter. Of course, none of that matters tonight, the way they're shooting. Well, boy, 2 in a row now.
Yeah.
Law of averages.
John Kroll's got to make a point of that. Say, hey, look, guys, you guys have done real well at the line. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Fife, before the shot, throw a whistle, and negates the three-pointer.
They're going to call the foul out here on the pick. Smith set a pick. Dady ran him over.
Smith will go to the line. Dave Smith, he's 2 for 2 from the line.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's 5'9" to set that kind of pick and to get him run over.
Clock stopped at 8.4 seconds. 27-23 the score. Smith misses.
Another rebound for Thomas, and Fife's going to steal it from him. Well,
Thomas still has it. 1 second left. They're putting it up. Oh,
glass.
That'll end the first half here at Troy Athens High School. Stay tuned. We're going to be talking to head coach Steve Fisher of the U of M Wolverines right after these messages. We'll be right back.
I cried a lot. You know, I heard it. I don't know, I feel like something, you know, it made me feel like I couldn't take care of myself and my daughter. I'm a certified nurse's assistant. I was making $6.75 an hour, but I wasn't getting enough hours to, you know, to support myself and Shania. And the bills was really getting tight on me. So I got evicted, and, you know, here I am. Just, you know, it took a lot out of me. It made me feel helpless and useless, you know.
Halftime here at Troy Athens. The score 27-23. The Redhawks lead. And with us now is head coach of the U of M Wolverines, Steve Fisher. Steve, thanks for joining us tonight. Dugan Fife leads all scorers right now with 11 points. Has he shown you a lot? He's been triple teamed a lot.
Dugan is a marked man. There's no question about it. The thing you like about him, he knows how to play. And he plays within his limitations. He'll be a great addition for us.
What made you go after Dugan Fife? What were some of the qualities of Dugan Fife?
Well, you see him. He knows how to play. He got Michigan blood through and through. Dan Fife, his dad, his coach, is a Michigan grad, captain, coach. So we would have had to screw it up royally not to have a real good shot at him. But we're very pleased that he's going to be a part of our program.
All right, Steve, one of the questions I have with, obviously, the Fab Five, next year you're going to have another freshman. You're going to have 5 sophomores and a freshman. A lot of young guys being, I would think, the key players to your team. Is that a concern, or how, do you think that maybe Dugan will learn from seeing some of the struggles that the freshmen have had this year?
It's always harder than you think it's going to be. But I'm very happy with the job that our young kids have done. And the year will do wonders for them in terms of being ready next year. And Dugan will fit in. Dugan's been around college basketball much more so than most players.
One thing I was wondering, during high school football season, Dugan had already signed. Were you kind of every Saturday morning picking up the paper saying, please don't, he finished the game, he's healthy? Was that something that concerned you?
Not nearly as much as it did his dad. That you don't worry about that. Dugan didn't worry about it. And when you start to worry about it, that's when you get hurt.
All right, the NCAA playoffs coming up. you're going into them with the freshmen. How do the other teams look at you with all the freshmen coming up into the NCAA playoffs for the first time?
Well, I hope we're in it.
Yeah.
Everybody says we're in it, but we've won 17 games. My comfort level would be greater if we won another one or two, but we've got 3 hard ones to go. We'll have to get lucky to do anything in the tournament, but we're capable of having good games, and maybe, you don't know. So we're excited about it, though.
Okay, thanks a lot. Good luck the rest of the way in the season, and thanks for joining us. We'll be back with more right after these messages. Stay with us. Dave Zorn along with Joe Abramson back here at Troy Athens High School, where the Redhawks surprisingly leading 27-23 over the Wolves. Statistics for you at halftime here as we get those up. And really, our leading scorer, Dugan Fife, with 11 points, which came on at the end, was a surprise. Here's the shooting percentage, and it's starting to come back for Clarkston.
They started to hit a few shots at the end, but still, 9 for 29, a team like that, that's just not good enough for them. They're a high-scoring team. Athens at 40%, that's not real good, but their offensive rebounds have been the key. Free throws, again, both teams doing a great job at the line. Turnovers really have kept Clarkston in the game. But again, the offensive rebounds for Athens, especially Phil Thomas, has been doing a tremendous job to see 13 offensive rebounds for the team.
He's been at the right place at the right time and has not given up. You saw him under there with 4 guys around him, and Thomas continued to get the ball back. He eventually got it to go down.
That's right. And, you know, again, I say Clarkston averaging 73 points a game, only giving up 50. Defense doing a great job, but the offense got to pick up.
Stay tuned after the game. Roadshow video program Saturday and Monday at 9 p.m. right here on United Artist 63.
And Steve Fisher told us off the air he gets a hold of tapes of that and loves that show.
He does. Steve Fisher stays and watches not only the game, but the Roadshow video program, and is wondering when they're going to go to Ann Arbor.
Real popular with the Fab Five.
He wants to see some more Frank Sinatra videos, though, on the show. Underneath, Thomas battling down there with Halloran.
They got a held ball, and the possession arrow goes to Clarkston. So Halloran, good to see him back in the game.
Yeah, he's a key now for Clarkston. You can see it's like his mouth's puffed up a little.
They have a mouth guard in there.
Fife, 4 men around him. Finally gets it away, and he's got to get some help from the other guys. Fife, one hand throws it up, and a whistle underneath. It's like a foul. Number 24, Belanger.
Yeah, on the rebound, he fouled him. Fife, you look at a lot of those shots, those old-style shots, those push shots.
He's got a mouth guard in. You can see Halloran put a mouth guard in. So these guys have played football. They're used to these mouth guards.
Used to having a face mask in front, though, to keep anyone from hitting you in the mouth.
From outside. 4-2.
Put on the line, almost a 3.
Video with another 2. He hit one similar to that the first half. Pressure put on by Clarkston. Johnson brings it up. Gives it over to Erminger. Erminger guarded closely by Nemko. Here's Johnson underneath. Gets it to the right man. Belanger for 2.
They're just forcing it right at him, taking it inside every time and hitting the open man. I don't really think Athens is taking but maybe 5 outside shots all day. They're forcing it inside.
Foul on number 32, looks like, of Athens.
One guy they don't want to have any foul problems with. So Fife bringing the ball up, goes over across to Winemko, back to Fife driving in, and there he got, I don't know if they called it on the right guy, though.
Well, the foul was on Martin, excuse me. It was on number 30. Fife for 3. That one was from downtown, Joe.
You can't let him get open. You can't give him, but again, they haven't been hitting it for most of the day. Eventually, he's going to start getting a few of those to fall.
Hawks lead cut to 1, 29-28. Phil Thomas now goes to work, and a whistle. And a foul with the body.
Blocking foul on Pedio before Thomas beat him inside for the shot.
Let's take a look down there. Fidio will be pushing with the body. Watching right here now as Thomas tries to make his move.
Well, again, Athens
right
forcing
there.
the ball inside. Smart thing to do. Clarkston does not have a lot of height. Guard-oriented team. Outside is their strength.
Johnson for three.
Johnson with a three. One of the two outside shots. Just as we start talking about pushing inside, this guy comes out and hits a three.
So Fife hits a three. Johnson comes back, hits a three. Fife, baseline, dishes, oh, and the open man, no, he couldn't hit. Thomas with a rebound. Halloran, who he said would be a big key here.
Got to make a shot.
Has got to make a simple shot like that and couldn't get it to go. Thomas in the paint, puts it up, and in.
Off of that rebound, comes down, makes the outside shot, and after we've been talking about pushing inside, they take a couple outside chays.
Thomas saw there was no room in the paint, took a step back, and a fadeaway. Here's a steal. Johnson. He's fouled. And if anything, it was a good foul because didn't get the bucket.
Yeah, well, Fife got his pocket picked, and then Smith fouled him. And right now, the Athens students are taunting Dugan a little bit about getting the ball picked. You see Johnson go up. Smith gets him in the head. Ooh. And Johnson, that was what he was upset about. He thought it was a little flagrant,
yeah.
And I don't think he was trying to hit him in the head, but that doesn't make it hurt any less either.
Timeout now, 34-28 to score, 5:15 left in the third quarter. Let's go down to Dan Fife's huddle.
Squeeze a little higher now. Come up to the top of the key. We can get Dugan every time. Dugan. Now you may have to take this one and go back there. Get your cut. All right? This guy, don't let this guy sag up. They have to come into it. Basket. We got to play straight up defense. Dugan, you have the ball on the 3-pointers.
Well, with all the noise here, you think you're at the Silverdome or the Palace. But stay tuned. We've got high school basketball playoffs coming up here. Saturdays and Mondays at 7 p.m. Continued coverage right here on United Artist 63.
So far in the second half, Athens 3 out of 4 from the field, including that three-pointer.
Coach Dan Fife diagramming on the floor there. What he was trying to do is get Fife on the outside. If the lane was open, drive, and then kick it back out to the open man as they all converge on him.
Which is what we saw them doing at the beginning of the game. I thought what he said at the end, defensively, was important too. That you got to play straight up defense, stay with your guys. They're helping out so much and trapping so much that they're giving up layups. And at some point, that's going to kill you. And when you're losing, you got to go back and just play normal defense.
Johnson at the three-pointer couldn't hit a free throw, though, and the Redhawks get it back anyway.
Again, offensive rebound.
Johnson tries a drive. Kicks it back out to Erminger. Erminger had 8 points and was quiet in the second quarter. He had 8 in the first quarter.
About to get a 5-second call.
Open man, Erminger for 2.
Looks like odd-numbered quarters.
Johnson, nice job in seeing Erminger.
Same thing you saw Johnson do earlier with Thomas. Brings the defense to him, goes over the top underneath to an open man for the layup.
Fife, that's what we saw diagrammed, but couldn't get the outside shot, and that's been a big problem for Clarkston. Their outside shooting has been key all year. They're not doing it tonight.
Exactly, and fortunately for Clarkston, on the rebound with 30, Martin held on to Halloran. Just, he wasn't even disguised. He held his arms down. And Clarkston gets the ball out of bounds. So number 21, Derek Wiley, coming in. He, along with Luke Fidio and John Winemko, the Southpaw Posse.
Is that what they are? Say it again.
The Southpaw Posse.
There you go.
Jeremy Fife, the 4th left-hander on the team, who's got the ball right now.
Wide open.
Made the layup. He's a southpaw. He's like an apprentice member since he's a freshman. He won't become. He's not a full-fledged member.
Full-fledged, not yet, huh?
Maybe if he does something in the playoffs, he'll become a full-fledged member.
Here we go. Dugan Fife on the run. Over to Winemko for 2. And now they're picking up the pace.
Fidio.
That was Fidio.
That was Fidio. But again, one part of the posse. They're both part of the posse.
Excuse me. That was Fidio.
Points for the posse.
I'm glad you know the posse real well.
Oakland Press
I'd be in trouble.
Hinted me on that. Oakland Press started that nickname, and I guess it kind of caught on. your odd-numbered quarters. Again, you know.
Yeah, I know.
It's scary about the fourth quarter. Another rebound for Thomas.
Thomas, 2-on-2 here. Goes all the way.
Yeah, they were so sure he was going to throw to Johnson. It looks like they gave it to him. They gave him an easy layup. He didn't even have to fake. Boy, if he misses that, coach would be all over him about being selfish because he was 1-on-2.
Jeremy Fife outside. Here's Fidio. Exchange passes. Fidio for three. Short. And rebound loose. And the Redhawks get it.
They won't give Thomas that rebound, but give him credit for Athens getting possession of the ball.
Belanger couldn't get it to fall. Thomas is there. He couldn't get it to go. Fidio with a rebound. Wow. Dugan Fife. He's fouled. Gets it off, but it won't go. Fife held up and stopped, and that was forcing the foul there.
Now, it's going to be interesting to see if they call that a three-point attempt or a two-point attempt. As Dan Fife is screaming, he wants three. If we have a replay, we can find out where he left. Let's see if we can see that line. It'd be tough from here. Now, his foot's on the...
Yeah.
Well, no, that was another line. There's so many lines out there. Can't tell from that angle, but now they're saying it wasn't even during the shot.
So he doesn't even get a shot. Here's the shot, and here's the foul.
That's on a three. That's on a three. See the official raising three fingers.
Yeah.
And, you know, down 8 points. So I think, you know, all game we've been watching, all right, Athens has a lead. This is nice for them. At least, and I know we're thinking, well, at least they'll be able to say we held them close. Well, now they're up by 8, and there's, you know, 2 minutes and 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Clarkston's got to stop it and say, all right, now we got to win the game.
Yeah, Athens is thinking we could win this now.
Yeah, I mean, Athens is...
It's not, we're just hanging in, and John Kroll knows it. He's looking at possible victory here.
Absolutely.
5 hits on the first one. This is the second, but they get one more on the three-point one. Three-point foul. Checking in is number 30, Brian Martin.
Dady comes out.
Going out is Dady out. Fife hits.
2 for 3 at that 6-point game. Clarkston's got to pick the defense up a little bit, but they can't give up those easy layups with the kind of pressure defense they've been playing.
From the corner, Martin driving too hard. Good rebound, Belanger for 2. Inside, he was open, could have just turned around, but he does it anyway. And Wiley puts it down.
Wiley, another one of the better players, averaging about 7 points a game for Clarkston. Hasn't done much tonight, but...
In the paint from the free throw line, Johnson.
And this quarter, Athens has started to hit some outside shots, and that makes it even tougher on Clarkston because they can't just pack in their defense. They've still got to play them honest outside. Now the turnover.
Wiley off his leg, checking in. Now Winemko checks in. Part of the posse?
Part of the posse.
Part of the posse. The Southpaws. Pressure put on by Clarkston, and the steal. Fidio to Fife. Fife for 3. It's short. Rebound, Fife. Goes in the paint, puts it up. Won't go. Rebound. Fidio. And a whistle. It still seems like Clarkston forcing the ball on their shots.
Yeah, Winemko and Belanger getting into it a little bit down there. Fife pulls up, does a little Vinnie Johnson here following his shot. Misses it again, and Fidio got the rebound, and he got fouled putting it back up. Keep an eye on 12 and 24. 12 just threw, that was Winemko, threw Belanger down. And funny thing was that Winemko was the one who was upset when they were talking afterwards.
44-36 the score. Athens leads. Fidio hitting his first free throw of the game.
And the thing is, though, Coach Kroll, I think, smart move, pulled Belanger out of the game anyway. Keep things a little cool.
And he hits them both. So Fidio with his first 2 free throws hits them both. And Athens, 44-38 with 1:40 left. 1:41 now, frozen there.
Yeah, Nick Shires bothered him all the way up the floor, knocked it out of bounds.
Hermagert inbound. Finally gets into Rabowski, and now Martin. No. Rebound, it was off of number 5, Shires. Shires had it, lost his balance, and went off him out of bounds.
Clarkston just isn't able to get everything together at one time tonight. And now you have to be concerned if you're Dan Fife. You have the biggest game of the year for you tomorrow night. And you don't want to just tank this game by any means. You definitely want to win it. But how much emotionally is it going to take out of this team, and physically as well, to be in a come-from-behind situation? And they have to come out tomorrow night and play Pontiac Northern.
Clarkston putting pressure on Athens. 3 times now they haven't been able to get a good one inbounds. Thomas in the paint. Won't get it. Rebound, nothing but blue there. And good hustle by Hermagert to try to get the steal. It's Wiley now, guarded by Hermagert, very close. Shires with an underhand, no. From outside, Fidio won't go, and an over the back foul on Winemcro.
They just can't hit. This is one of those nights.
John Kroll happy that it is one of those nights.
Oh, yeah.
44-38 to score. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Pressure put on now by Clarkston. Little loose. Rabowski trying to go all the way, but
lost his balance.
Lost his balance, lost the footing, and then it goes out of bounds.
And if he did get any help from the Clarkston player, the officials didn't agree.
Yeah. Over to Shires. Shires now into Wiley. Wiley has been hitting some outside shots. Can't hit on that one. And Thomas brings it down for Athens. Give it off to one of the guards here. Hermagert now. Hermagert down the side. Over to Pagoda. Pagoda hits. Pagoda now with 6 points off the bench. Good bench strength.
Fidio
from outside. He was hit, and no foul call.
Yeah, I mean, I guess when you've got a foul.
From outside, got his rebound and puts it down.
Great job fouling the shot. Athens didn't box out very well on that. And they better watch that clock.
There's Thomas at the buzzer. Won't go. And it's a 6-point ball game at the end of 3, 46-40. Many thought that this would be a blowout, but the Redhawks have come up strong, and they knew they had a challenge tonight.
Right. You know, like you said, they thought it'd be a blowout. I think if you told people it would be 46-40 Clarkston at this point, people would be shocked. They'd be about, 50 to 30 or something.
Let's go down to John Kroll's huddle.
Look around for anybody to help. Just to see every loose ball you've got to get, and just go for it. Never for it. Every rebound, you've got to personally hit it yourself, okay? One more quarter. Work hard. Stay aggressive to the basket. Stay aggressive to the basket.
Tune into the Ricky Birdsong Show. Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m., Fridays at 9:30 p.m. as Ricky signs off for the season, right here on United Artists 63.
Hey, one thing I like here in the Athens huddle, push it up the floor. A lot of times when a team goes in against a seemingly superior opponent, they try to slow down, stall, and almost play keep away in trying to win the game. These guys are just going out and playing, and they're going to beat them. If they don't win, they don't win. But they're going to play basketball. They're not going to play catch or keep away or anything else. They're going out there and play their own game. And so far, it's worked.
And I'll tell you what, the Redhawks have outscored.
They just got a foul on Dugan Fife. That basket, I don't think will count.
But still, getting a foul on Dugan Fife is just like getting points, really.
That's right. Only his second, but
Redhawks still keeping that margin. In fact, they scored 19 to the Wolves 17 in that quarter.
No, they've outplayed them the whole game.
The Wolves outscored the Redhawks in one quarter. That was the second, 16-13. Martin from outside. Rebound taken by Fidio. Now down the side, Shires sees some room down the baseline for two. Nick Shires.
Well, there's your up-tempo from Clarkston, getting an easy layup, fast break, outletting the ball right away, trying to get into a numbers advantage, which they did and got Shires the easy layup.
And the first 2 points of the fourth quarter. Foul inside before the shot, pulled shot, and
that'll be a hold on Wiley. Playing aggressive defense, just got in his way, and definitely there was contact. I'll tell you another thing, not to take anything away from Dugan Fife, because he's obviously a great player, but the best player tonight so far has been Phil Thomas.
He's done a great job. And right up there in scoring leaders, too. Ball goes out, and Clarkston will get it.
Well, what happened, Johnson got it and tried to save it off of Shires' leg, and it did hit Shires, and it bounced right into Johnson's leg. And actually, it's a good thing it did, because the official missed the fact that he traveled before any of that happened.
From outside. Video for two.
Video been kind of streaky tonight.
And it's a 2-point game. Ball goes out. Wait, no.
They got called offensive foul?
Johnson. Mike Johnson.
I'd like to see that again. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a split-second decision that you've got to make. Johnson takes Shires off the dribble baseline. Going to be Fife right there. Slides under, and looks like Fidio tackled him as that was happening. I guess the offensive foul happened before the tackle.
Couldn't get the first down.
Yeah. Knocked him out of bounds right in front of the first down chain.
And Clarkston comes down. A chance to tie it now. They have held Athens scoreless here in the fourth quarter. Quick whistle.
I'll tell you, if Athens has had an Achilles heel tonight, you just look at the turnovers again. Second half alone, 5 turnovers to just 1 for Clarkston. And now Fife's got 3 fouls.
So that could play a big part here in the fourth quarter. But I don't think that they're going to say, Dugan, don't touch the ball.
Great block. Mike Johnson blocked Halloran, and then Halloran traveled after he got the offensive
There was a point in the
rebound.
second quarter that I thought Halloran was going to take over.
And he hasn't been the same since the injury. Ever since the injury, he hasn't been the same. You see a great block right there. Goes back and gets it, and oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shuffles the feet.
Johnson came out of nowhere, blocked it on the much taller Halloran. And it's the 2-point game still, 46-44, 6:52 left. Let's go down to Dan Fife.
Hold on, wait for the timeout there. Set the screen, wait for Dugan to come off right there. Then as he comes off, step it. Now Dugan, if you're going to block it and hit there, you post up here. Okay? He will. All right? Now Luke, we want to get the ball out after made passes, miss shots, kick it out and get it down the floor. Call for screens. As we get it down the floor, take it down their top, and then you can always pass back.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
Stop, Sean.
Your attention, please. We have received reports that there are people throwing things from the upper levels of the bleachers.
Don't forget to tune in to the Oakland Press Perspective, Friday at 8:30 with your host, Oakland Press editor Neil Monroe, right here on United Artists 63. 6:52 left in the game. John Kroll, happy to be in the position he is, but now the Clarkston Wolves are starting to get on a roll here. They are only down by 2, 46-44.
And Athens got to keep doing what they've been doing. They can't really change anything. It's worked so far. Just keep playing.
Johnson doing a good job. Over the top and a foul. That is a definite foul on Shires. He just knocked down Erminger over the top.
He looked at the ref like, yep, you got it.
Let's take a look. Let's see it. Watch him reach over the top of Erminger right here coming up. Boom, right there.
Right over the back, knocked him down. And Erminger at the line. Shooting 1-on-1.
They're in the bonus, both teams, and we'll go to the line. And the Redhawks have not scored in this fourth quarter. They get a chance to do it now. Erminger, the first point for the Redhawks in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Erminger, senior, one of the leaders of this team. tell you, every time you think Clarkston's about ready to tie it up or take the lead, Athens comes back and scores.
And they build on their lead again. 14 points for Bill Erminger. 18 for Dugan Fife. Cross-court pass to Fidio. Fidio sees some room. Couldn't get it to fall. Here the layups have been open for Clarkston. They just haven't been able to get them to go down.
Can't get those to go down either. And Wiley lost the rebound to Thomas.
Now the Redhawks get an open layup.
Oh, there's
Dugan Fife on the run. 2-on-1. He's got 3-on-1. And they still can't get a layup to go down.
And Dugan Fife has the biggest, the most frustrated look on his face. It's one of the greatest passes you'll ever see in a high school game. Look the other way. Defense bought it, put it right in Winemko's hands, and he missed it.
I didn't see Winemko coming up this side here because of our monitor, but he sure fooled me. I thought he was going the other way.
Oh, he stole the ball from Pagoda, but stepped on the end line as he did it. Dugan Fife did, and Athens will keep the ball.
Athens with another chance. Now they're down by, or they're up by 4 rather, over the Clarkston Wolves. 5:57 left in the game. Inside. Pagoda rather, with another 2 points. He has got a total of 8 points in the game. Chris has done a great job off the bench.
Yeah, it's been real valuable to them, not just the scoring, but just his presence on the floor.
Shires for 3. Nick Shires committed a foul earlier and said, "Hey, I'm going to make up for it, coach."
I'm guessing he shoots better off the dribble than from a pass because he had it wide open when he got it and decided to take the dribble to the right and pulled up with a guy on him.
And cuts the Redhawk lead down to 3, 50-47.
Good steal by Shires.
Good steal. Shires comes alive, and so do the Wolves, but the Redhawks come right back. Thomas couldn't do much. Good play defensively by Shires. And the Redhawks are getting swarmed down by the Wolves.
Wiley knocked it away from Thomas. And now you got the ball in Fife's hands, and that's who you want bringing it up.
Fife for 3, short. Rebound. Wiley knocked away by Johnson.
And you know what? Clarkston is picking up its intensity, but so is Athens. But again, Athens doesn't play tomorrow night.
That's right. Let's take a look. Here's Wiley, and then Johnson, last second, knocks it away. Wiley up top. Fidio in 3-point range. There's Shires. He hit the last one. Winemko drives. No. Had an open lane. Didn't want to take it. Fidio in the corner.
Wiley passed up an open 3.
Fidio looking inside to Fife. Nothing there.
Fife's trying to post up down
Fife
low.
with some room. Left-handed. And a foul. He'll shoot 2. Nice move.
Wow.
You don't see too many players going up with that left hand as he did here. Let's take a look.
He gets the ball. He's posted up. Takes it inside. Awkward jump because he didn't want to get a travel call. And got the foul
He's not
call.
part of that southpaw posse, is he?
No.
No. He's right-handed.
Absolutely.
And a nice shot there nonetheless, and it got him to the free throw line. 50-47. He can cut it down to 1 point. 4:23 left. Let's go down to Dan Fife's huddle.
Hesitate to don't shoot, all right? Now, when he shoots it, we got to grasp, but not up and down people's backs. And then we got to play good, sound defense, guys. Damn it. We don't need to double team, but make them earn it. The last time, 12, you got to call out the switches on the exchange last time, when the kid got the easy bucket. We want to push it up the floor, get good shots. You can look behind you as you're coming, so you know where the pressure's at. All right? Let's go. Let's cash these guys. Hey, we're all right.
Don't forget to tune in to Oakland Forum right here on United Artists Cable 63, Friday at 9 p.m. with your host, yours truly. Did you ever catch the show, Joe?
Yeah.
Not, right? Nice try on my part. I gotta get you to get United Artists Cable. I gotta move
here. I don't live. I wish I lived with a head United
Here we
Artists
see the big turnout, and that is one of the reasons why. This guy right here at the line. 19 points now for him on the night. Dugan Fife 7 in the first quarter, 11 in the second. And came up with 7 in the third, and another 2 right here in the fourth. And cuts it to 1. 50-49 your score, and a quick whistle.
Wiley pressured him, pushed him, good call.
Wiley with the foul. That sends Dan Fife on his feet.
I'll tell you though, I kind of hope it was a foul, but it's a mid-court, it's incidental contact, and I hope the officials aren't going to do this for the next 420, because I'd hate to see a close game like this one at the line.
Yeah, that would be a shame. There you see the
crowd not too happy about that either.
Crowd on this one. The Clarkston side. Redhawks, on the other hand, they're crowd happy. They're up by 1, and adding to it right now is number 12, Ryan Fox. Fox with his first point of the night right there. Back up to a 3-point lead for the Redhawks as they hit them both from the line, 52-49.
He's a 50% free throw shooter. They're just having a great day.
They are. They're doing well from the line. Only 4 misses. And back out. Shires not afraid. Into Fife. And a great pass, and Fife was right there for the field goal, his first of the fourth quarter.
That's just chemistry, and that's something that first game of the year, that play probably doesn't work because Fife's not ready for the pass. Now they know each other. Great play.
And it's back to 1 point. Clarkston looking for a turnover here, want to get the lead. And there it is, a traveling call on Tom Harris. Harris has not played. This is the first action he's seen, and it's here in the fourth quarter. And a big mistake now for Athens. The pressure getting to Harris now, and a chance for the Wolves to get out on top here with a 2-pointer.
9 turnovers for Athens.
And that one was costly because it could cost them the lead right here. Shires working on Johnson. That's a good matchup right there. Fife trying to make his move right before he got it, and it goes out of bounds. You can see he was anxious on that one. You can see the fans calling out his name. You know, the pressures of being a great ball player.
Oh, yeah. That's like,
when Michael Jordan comes to town.
Darryl Strawberry. Actually, that reminds me of Darryl Strawberry in the World Series. Chris Dugan's not a wide receiver's quarterback.
Yeah.
I understand. He could drop
Harris, there's a clock, just under 3 minutes.
Wiley.
A steal, Wiley, and a big break for Clarkston, and now a break for the Redhawks. Johnson right back. Mike Johnson, good hustle by this guy tonight, offensively and defensively. He'll set it up. And, you know, we failed to mention the loss for the Redhawks of Dave Harris, who was their leading scorer and rebounder earlier in the season. Before the season even started, he got hurt. Here's Harris. And Thomas, excuse me.
Phil Thomas.
I was talking about Dave Harris. Thomas with his 16th point. Anyway, Dave Harris went out with a broken hand before the season, then tore cartilage. He's only played 12 minutes all season. And that was their best player coming in. And they're doing it tonight without him. In and out, video. Basketball knocked down and a foul
before the
Tom Harris.
Well, even when Clarkston does something good, something happens to take it away. You know, there's Clarkston, which plays a pretty tough schedule. He's lost twice all season. This is a great job by Athens tonight.
There's a foul right there on Harris before the shot. At the line is Wiley. Coming in, number 32 is Erminger with 14 points for the Redhawks tonight.
Wiley gets to 1-1.
Wiley picks up his 3rd point. Clarkston in the Greater Oakland Athletic League. So it's, what did you call it? Gold, didn't you?
Gold.
They're in the Gold Conference. Wiley hits them both.
Oh, he carried it. Erminger just carried the ball, bombed it.
Dan Fife says, hey, we can take the lead now, guys.
Another turnover for Athens.
Athens, you got to give them credit. 2 minutes left, and they're leading the game, and who would have thought that this would be the situation?
Oh, yeah. This great effort, and they still can win this game.
Less than 2 minutes. Fife from outside, won't go. Fidio, rebound, kicks it back out. Fife, a lot of room in the lane, dishes off. Fidio, for two.
You know, I still don't like him passing the ball like he did. He was wide open in the key. Great shot by Fidio. You know, you got to give him all the credit in the world, but Fife had a 5-foot shot, and I was always told, and I've always taught kids, you're in the key, shoot it. You don't pass it when you're in the key. But it worked.
It worked. And something that works now for the Hawks is a foul on Shires right there. And going to the line, the Redhawks will get a chance to get the lead back. 55-54, the Clarkston Wolves lead. And Bill Erminger goes to the line, a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, Erminger, the top free throw shooter on this team, 77% on the season.
Big miss.
And we shouldn't have bothered mentioning his percentage like that, should we?
We had nothing to do with the shot.
But
we had absolutely nothing to do with it.
You should know better. I should.
We've been taking blame for that all season. I don't want to do it anymore.
Well, if he wants to, when he watches this, he can blame us.
He'll blame us. Shires double team. Fife now kicks it back out. He's being pressured by Erminger. Now back to Fife. Double teamed.
Clarkston's got the lead. They might just. They don't have to shoot.
No. But you sure put pressure on yourselves, too, this way.
Yeah.
You have an open shot, take it, I say.
I think they're stalling.
Winemko, and they are stalling. There's no way. Winemko had a wide open shot.
You would never.
And that's what happens. You get a turnover. If you have an open shot, you take it. Because you have a chance of the turnover, and there it was.
Fife with a great defensive play.
Almost up, and it was off of Redhawk. Johnson
was
Flames Johnson was the last one to touch it.
Oh, he's upset. That's
timeout Redhawks. Let's see if that is true. 43.7 seconds left in the game. Clarkston's going to get the ball back.
It's hard to tell from where we are who that went off of. That was a real close play. But, I guess Clarkston go back to their stall.
Yeah, 1 point lead for Clarkston. I don't know, will we see a foul here? Do you foul him in this situation?
Oh, yeah.
You're down by 1. And let's go down to John Cole and see what he wants to do.
Make them work, okay? Let's go.
Let's go, man. Keep up the tempo. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your mind on the game.
All we heard at the end was about making them work. 43 seconds left. What you probably do is pressure them for the first 15 seconds or so. Hard defense, because it just worked the last time, made it force the turnover. You get down into that under 30-second range, then you got to start fouling, and then you just wait for somebody other than Duke and Fife to touch it and you're fouling.
Yeah. What a great ball game. It's been 54-55. Two scrappy teams. We've seen two teams, as we said, with the same type of makeup on their team, and what a matchup it's turned out to be. 54-55. Clarkston leads by 1. They've got to get across that line. And they didn't do it. They didn't get across the line. I was wondering why Fife didn't go across the line. He passed it off. Well, and it's going to cost him here.
Fidio didn't do it either. He went to mid-court. He could have. That's just not being aware of what's going on.
That is. In the fourth quarter, you can't make mistakes like that. And
Clarkston
did.
They've had 2 turnovers in the last 20 seconds. They've only had 7 in the entire second half, as opposed to Athens 12, and now they got a Clarkston foul.
A foul on Winemko. With 29 seconds left, this may work out to Clarkston's advantage, though.
It might.
Because they'll get the ball back with plenty of time, and they have a good offensive team.
Yeah, but you don't
didn't
foul.
want to do this.
When you're winning, you don't foul.
No.
I mean,
you wanted to really have them force a shot, if anything.
Yeah.
You don't want to give them free throws.
I'll tell you, this would have to be, if not the biggest upset in Oakland County all year, in the top 2 or 3.
Well, you saw the records when we came into this game. Troy, 6-13, 4-10. Let's go down to Dan Fife's huddle.
Move it to the middle. Nick, Luke, and John. All right? Now, we'll come down, go to 4, and get the first good shot we get. We'll go to 4. That's all right. No. If we miss it, foul and put him on the line. Without a shooting foul. All right? We got plenty of time. Go! We can screen down for Duke. All right, let's go.
The Clarkston Wolves 9-0 in their conference. They're 16-2 overall. And possibly facing a loss here tonight in a big upset by the Troy Athens Redhawks. Redhawks again coming in 6-13, 4-10. But believe me, they were ready for this one.
And now we got 14.
Mike Johnson. Johnson not doing well from the line tonight. But he's been a great player for them along the line in terms of possession.
He's a 64% free throw shooter, and he just tied the game up, though.
He was 1 of 4 before that.
Money player, though.
Yeah. He's had the ball most of the time, bringing it up court, and a great job he's done. Good hustle.
Oh.
Johnson misses, rebound. Thomas now a steal by Fife. 25 seconds left.
Well, the two key guys in this game were just involved in that rebound.
It's all tied up. 19 and counting down. 55-55.
I think you go for the last shot if I'm Clarkston.
They're double teaming Fife. Someone's got to be open. Fife with the layup and a foul. Ryan Fox fouls. And Dugan Fife will go to the line with 8 seconds left.
You know, and Ryan Fox might not think he fouled him, and we don't know, maybe he probably did. But when you move like Fife did, he moves real quick, shifting his body position on his drive.
Player,
yeah, you're just going to force the contact. Watch what he does here. Splits the defense right here. Almost trips right there. Could have called it there, but now he's going to pick it up and just shift his body when he comes inside. And Fox is going to come over. He didn't touch it. Well,
no, but
you know, Fox has got a good point. I'm thinking with all that confusion, there is something going on, but Fox is right. Nobody touched Dugan Fife.
You see a foul?
There was no foul.
Nobody saw a foul up here. Our statistician, Jack Roberts, he didn't see a foul.
There was.
Joe and I didn't see a foul. Let's go down to the Athens huddle. You see it again, Fife.
He's shooting 2. We're going to assume he's going to make at least 1. We want to get the ball back inbounds. If it's the second one, get it up the floor. We only need a 2 to win. If he makes them both, they're probably going to pick up. Get it inbounds, get it down. We got a 2 or a 3, whatever's available. 8 seconds is a lot of time. Don't panic.
Don't get it. No pressure.
No.
It's all on that.
There you see Steve Fisher. And his big recruit going to be coming up to the free throw line now.
This is one of the situations Steve Fisher's probably interested in seeing, because this is obviously how much pressure you're going to have at the line, something that you want to see.
Yeah. He'll be going from a Wolf to a Wolverine next year. Dugan Fife will. Tonight, 22 points so far for this young man, Dugan Fife.
Clarkston in the second half is 8 out of 9 at the free throw line.
Fife. 23 points.
Ice water in the veins.
10 of 11 from the line. Clarkston with the lead. And now the pressure on the Redhawks with 8 seconds. They got to come up court and hit a 3 if they want to win it. A 3-point try! He made it! Mike Johnson! And they almost got one coming back. And an upset.
Oh, my.
Mike Johnson, who was hot all game long and set the pace for the Redhawks with his second three-pointer of the night, and this one beats
Let's hope he doesn't get hurt.
the Wolves.
Everybody from Troy Athens is mugging Mike Johnson over in the corner. Oh, that's got to be the biggest upset around this area all year.
8 seconds left on the clock. And the Redhawks knew what they had to do. They had to get a three-pointer.
Yeah, I don't think you want to go to overtime right now because Clarkston's got the momentum. Johnson watches his feet, pulls up, and it's all net. And nobody had any timeouts left, and that's the game. Seniors, final home game, go out. Obviously, probably the biggest thrill of their high school career, definitely with a season like this. This makes the season and sends into the district playoffs with a lot of momentum.
Well, Nemco kind of backed off and really did not get in his face like he should have, but he was forced to go back, and he really, a great play by Johnson in kind of stepping back off Winemko to get open for that three-pointer.
I can't fault Winemko too much because if you foul him, he's going to get 3 free throws, and I don't think you want, if he makes it, he makes it. Yeah, and he did.
Just a great way he set that three-pointer up. There you see one of the happy Troy Redhawks. We can't find too many of them down there as the fans.
Oh, man.
It's like watching a World Series game where they swarm the court here. And the final score, 58-57. The Troy Athens Redhawks come out on top here in a big upset. And we'll try to get Dugan Fife. I don't know if we'll be able to now with the confusion down on the court. We'll be back with more to wrap it up right after these messages with your winning shot right there, Mike Johnson.
You moron!
Fanatic.
You stink! Yeah, 41, you stink! Ref, you're an idiot! Boo! Boo! Kid, you're a moron!
Fan.
Defense, out of way. They're looking good. Teamwork. Take your shot. Yeah! Hit him, Tommy!
Be a fan, not a fanatic.
The final score here, 58-57, and we have a very important person down there talking to Joe Abramson, Mike Johnson, with 10 points tonight. Joe?
All right, thanks, Dave. And we're here with the man of the hour, Mike Johnson. Obviously, the biggest shot of your high school career comes in your last home game at Athens. Was that play designed for you?
No. Coach told us just to get a good shot off, and Fox is our three-point man, so I was just dribbling down, looking for him. Clarkston kid cut him off, and I just put it up. Luckily, it went in.
Were you aware of where the three-point line was? Because on the replay, it looked like you kind of pulled your feet back.
Yeah, I kind of did because I didn't want the kid was in my face, so I backed up, took 3. Luckily, hit it.
Obviously, the biggest upset for you guys this year, the biggest win, maybe the biggest upset in Oakland County. I think this gives you some momentum going into the districts now?
Yeah, we want to play Troy High again. We still owe them one for beating us in the districts, and we're looking forward to it, playing them again.
All right, well, in the meantime, we've got a couple days to celebrate. Yeah. Great shot by Mike Johnson. We'll be right back with the final stats right after this.
Le mouton est blanc. Répétez.
Le mouton est blanc. A few years ago, TCI brought cable television to Fergus County, Montana.
Great ridiculous.
Residents report Fergus County hasn't been the same place since.
Hot enough for you, Red?
Well, actually, Merle, recent meteorological trends do appear to validate suppositions about global warming. Fill her up.
The score was 57, and the Troy Athens down by 3. They had 55, and the three-point try here. And staying back behind the three-point line, Mike Johnson, the most important shot of the game right there with the big three-pointer to make it 58-57. And Mike Johnson looks back at the hoop saying, it made it.
Yeah, that's when you just throw it up and you're hoping that somebody upstairs is smiling on you, and obviously they were on Mike Johnson.
Incredible, and then the
before you know it,
celebration.
yeah, he's, well, he said before I interviewed him, he said he couldn't breathe in all this.
Well, the big pile-up against the wall, he was in there, and the final score, 58-57. And, Joe, a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout going in the other way in Clarkston's favor.
Oh, yeah, I mean, and you can't blame anyone for figuring that. Athens comes in with a losing record, and Clarkston ranked number 2 in all of Oakland County, only lost twice all year. But stranger things have happened.
Yeah, Athens led for most of the way, and there's the scoring stats for you. The field goals, 45% to 35%. Free throws, 89% to 72%. Clarkston had the edge there. And rebounds, let's take a look at those. 18 for Athens and 13.
18 offense, 13
18
defense.
offense, 13 defense, and 15 offense, 9 defense for Clarkston. And then the turnovers. Athens made a lot of turnovers, but they still hung in there.
Yeah, the turnovers almost killed Athens. And, you know, they were fortunate, and they were able to hit that 3 at the end by Johnson, and it's got to give them some momentum going into the playoffs. See, Dugan Fife, the leading scorer, as we expected, but under his average of 29.8 per game. And Fidio, 14 points, about a little better than what he normally does. Thomas, their leading scorer, we figured that, and, you know, who knows how many rebounds the guy had. Erbiger with the 14 points, a lot of that in the first quarter, and obviously Mike Johnson 10, but the 3 most important.
Yeah,
and
his second three-pointer, and as he said with the interview with Joe, that he's not the three-point man. Ryan Fox was. Let's take a look at scoring by quarters. Athens took it to Clarkston in the first quarter, outscoring them, doubling their scoring, 14-7. Clarkston came back 16-13, and then Athens outscoring them by 2 in the third, and then Clarkston, I think that's a reversal right there. No, it was. Clarkston 17-12, coming back. But the main thing was the three-pointer by Mike Johnson. And he did a great job. And we talked about it right before you talked to Mike, that he set that one up perfectly. He was in his face, took a step up, and then took a step back for that three-pointer and opened it up.
Well, and the funny thing is, all game long we've been talking about how they kept packing it in, and they win with a three-pointer.
And don't forget, high school playoffs continue right here on United Artists 63, Saturdays and Mondays at 7 p.m. as we continue our basketball coverage in this 1991-92 season. For all of us here at United Artists Sports, I'm Dave Zorin. The final score, 58-57 for Joe Abramson and all the crew people. Let's take a look at all the people who've been working hard to bring you these games throughout the season as we head into the playoffs. Thanks, and have a good night. We'll see you during the playoffs.